Hello everybody and welcome back to the MiNameIsJake channel, and we are back in the regular old Let's Play. We're not Memory Lane, and we are not in Hightail, which I kind of class as a Minecraft Let's Play, even though it obviously isn't. But we're back in the regular old Let's Play, and I've done some work off camera the other day when I was with my good friends. So we now have an ocelot tank. With some kelp growing, which foreshadowing, and we have a little ocelot sort of hiding in the tank. This is a nightmare. The way that they do waterlog stuff in this game is fucking stupid. Yeah, do not like it at all. I have to do a lot of fighting to get that sorted out. We do have one of the travelling villager people over here. Nothing of any use really. Fire brushes, which I'm not really interested in. Also, what I decided to do for fun and memes is we have Colonel Sanders here, who is divvying up the feathers and the chicken. So do you want to do your job, Mr. Sanders? It's only because this was getting quite full. So I thought, well, this is a bit of a joke. Do this. But the main thing that I've done off camera is this thing over here. So I saw that Goad build his on the Minecraft server, and I thought that's a neat idea. I'll do the same thing. So I sort of cut into a little bit of an area. We'll do a road or something at some point. But this is a kelp farm. So this is, let me try and remember myself whose kelp farm this is. Let me head into YouTube. Kelp farm. It's the most efficient kelp farm. I can't. Oh, it's from You Forced. And in terms of what we built this for, basically with kelp farms and autocrafters, you can create a infinitely sourced furnace station. So we kind of sort of have this. It's just not automatic because we have the lava dripstone over here. So this is how I did all the netherrack stuff for building in the nether. So you see, so this has lava up here. It drips through the dripstone and creates source blocks in these cauldrons. And I can just replace. The buckets as and when, but obviously it's not automatic. In theory, I guess you could make this. You could automate this, but obviously you need a load of iron to make buckets. I don't have an iron farm yet, and I'm trying not to look at Enderman. We've done the Ender Dragon fight. They're kind of useless to us. So yeah, so essentially the way that this works is you have water coming down from the top. When they grow, that's wood, that's piston, that is a detection. So when it gets to 3 blocks high, the pistons shoot out, and they shoot out across the whole row. They are 2 independent rows. If I go up here, you can see they are independent, and they don't join together behind there. I did dig out a hole underneath here, because this is where we'll have these smokers, is it, that you use, and the ore crafters and stuff. And we are starting to get some kelp. That's sort of kelp that I got in the ocean. I've kept it separate from that because I want to see sort of how efficient it is. And I think it's going to work because the Hollanders are going to build a stack, so kind of similar to that design here. I've got the ring to the back. The idea is that we'll just have a chain of hoppers down the back. Although what I do want to do is Christ, that scares the life out of me. But there we go. That is some moving there. I want couple of chests. Because I want this for each level, sort of a bit of a cache. So not meant to be able to get into these, that's not the problem. But it's just to create a little bit of a cache for each level. I can get in there because it's class. Okay, what I might do for now then, it's just pop that across there. Okay, not a problem. I have also taken a look at what's coming in the next release, which I believe they're going to the sort of, I guess, a copying Apple going to like 26.1 will be the update. If they ever do a big update again in 26, it'll be 26.2, I think is their idea. Similar to what Apple have done with their software updates. So 26.1, they are making it so you can craft name tags, which I'm not a massive fan of. The idea that, like, it was kind of funny to waste a valuable item on calling the thing in there Colonel Sanders. The one in there got a name just because it was the first one. He got one because he's technically working at KFC. Doing sort of the idea of kind of extended the joke. So it's a shame that they're doing that, to be brutally honest. And that basically they are making, instead of baby mobs just being smaller versions of the standard mobs, they're making them look more cute and babyish. I guess it's the idea. In other, I guess it's the idea, news, the idea is that we can stack this. So, we've got oak log for days. Oh, that's them going off again. So yeah, I made it so these can stack. So if you look, this hole here is directly where those hoppers are. And the idea is that this back row, I'm basically going to sacrifice. Oh. Well, it's not gone forever. I should probably try and clear some crap out. The water noises are really going to get on my tits, I can confirm that. What's funny is, like, as part of building this, I almost want to build the stuff underneath, at least, because you can do it up to, I believe, 12 sort of slices of the same thing. Because I'm going to need some glass. I still haven't finished that for needing glass. And I spent that much time fanning around trying to build that tank the other day. Oh, we got some glass coming through here. Okay, that's good. Oh. Something that I have learned is that Colonel Sanders can technically come out of his shop. So I don't know if I need to put an iron door on there. I'm not sure if they get attacked or not. I've done the same thing of leaving where trees were, so we can put trees back if we want to add them back. Obviously I'm going to run a path. Probably sort of teed off here. To go this way, I do need to do more paths. Is he angry at me now? No, just doing strange thing. Okay. We do also seem to be going through food at an incredible rate. Is he going to... Also, days don't last long enough in this game. I didn't make a bed to take with me, and I've immediately forgotten where it went. I know I put it somewhere it didn't belong. What can you not find a place for, Chester? Coal? Can you not find a place for coal? I guess not. There. What are you... Clay. That'll be fun to watch try and find for 4 million years. I also blocked in this window because of some issues that I was having, and I kind of miss it being a window, but never mind. I hope this growing won't cause some weirdness for you. Another thing they've done is you can also get golden flowers now, which is basically a flower with golden nuggets around it, to stop babies growing. So basically, golden flowers make dwarves. Now, they don't really need that farm anymore. That farm basically supplies that. We don't particularly need cows anymore either. I guess maybe once we have stuff to cook the food with. I think there's a version of that KFC farm that I've got there that I can use to cook cows as well. Like the babies go in under a lava thing, but that... I don't know, that almost seems mean. I don't know why chickens are so different, but... Anyway, right, okay, so let's bring the crafting table up here. Because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 16 hoppers, which means we need 16 chests. The iron is the problem. One day I will make an iron farm in this game. The axolotl or whatever it's called, I've tried to make look a bit better and just can't. I've tried so much. This is going to use up a lot of our iron supplies. We've got plenty of redstone, touch wood, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I want to build the second level to this today if we can. Why is that not right? For a hopper. How the fuck do you make... What? Hopper. Oh, okay. That's gonna repeatedly scare the shit out of me, isn't it? Okay, so the hoppers. Oh. It also means we'll have caches at different levels to catch stuff coming down as well. I guess technically, if we built it high enough, if we needed it, we could branch this into 2 separate lots of 12 or however many we can have. Probably won't need that, to be brutally honest. I can't remember how this is built. That's the next question. So I believe it's like that. And normally I'm a big believer of go and watch the video, but this whole video is me building it. This isn't a tutorial. If you want a tutorial, go and watch ThemeOfJake's video that I mentioned earlier. What's his name? UForced. This is basically his thing, but doubled. Okay, so now I need bloody pistons, so I need redstone. And I'm wearing shit armor again just so I don't break all of my diamond stuff. Let's grab a redstone. Fingers crossed I forgot to break any. Oh no, we got plenty. Well, at least it's not sticky pistons. At least it is only regular pistons. So, oh, I need cobble as well. Ah, cobble of all things is something that I'm struggling with. Because obviously we used a lot of our sort of solid blocks. Oh, and that silk touch, which really doesn't help. I used a lot of sort of solid blocks like this in the nether. We do need to extend and dig this hole, so this is the easiest way of doing it for now. Well, I got ladders on me still. Probably in that box. The world's largest vein of coal. Let's put in a layer. Is it raining, or is that just... No, it's just dribbling water, that's fine. I guess let's go with this for now. Loudest thing. So let's see how much of this we can do. So wood across the top, 32 redstone, iron, stone. We don't have enough. Do I get wood that we ran out of? So let's place these. These go on top of the wood like so. Didn't go in here, did it? Yes, it did. So you need what? 12 more, and it was wood that we needed. Getting some more cobble as well. Let's just do that while I'm here. And this is the thing, I could do cheaper versions of that going down as well. Bucket can be buckets. Not all about dirt. I think we're doing alright for dirt. Do that for now. Till I got more ladders on me. So what did we say we needed? We needed 12 pistons. Oh, 12 pistons. Don't have enough. Oh. I hope this isn't too, like, annoying, being so close to spawn. Oh my god, it's going dark again. Okay, and then I believe... this is where this goes. And then we're gonna have the perfect amount of redstone. Let me just boop. Yep. Go sleep again. I wish that guy would leave. He never has anything useful. Like, let's just look at this stuff again. Like, why? Oh, they've gone. Oh, there's a creepy creeper. Oh, there's a family of creepers. Like, other than possibly open eye blossom, which is just nice to look at. It's not exactly useful. Yeah, he agrees. Yeah, not useful. No, not useful. I'm thinking of moving you away from here. To be brutally honest, because you're just kind of an annoyance. Yeah, the wood goes back on the pistons. And then these observers. How do we make observers again? A load of cobble, I think. Great. I can't believe that, like, the one thing that I don't have is, like, technically in abundance. How do you make a... I've forgotten already. What's it, not comparator? What is it? Is it observer? Is that what it's called? Oh, we need quartz. Okay, I didn't put my quartz in here apparently. Oh, there's cobble in here that we can use. Okay. We'll go get the quartz. It makes sense, I guess. Comparators and observers kind of the same elk. Elk? I don't know words. Also, I finally Googled it. What's better, an axe or a shovel? Christ, an axe or a sword? And for basic, oh my god, for basic survival, sword's still the best. PvP is where axes come in. stuff. Just gonna use that half a stack up. Gonna need some more redstone. I'm doing that just so I can like do some of that. So I think that's everything. It's quite expensive. Don't know how many I need, but I'm going to be doing plenty, so I might as well just do whatever I've got on me. Yeah, we're going to need more than 15. We need 32, don't we? Now think about it. My hope in this episode is to do another floor, but I'm not sure our chances of that are also... Have we got ladders in here? No. Actually, now I think about it, I may have used them all up previously. So we need observers. So the observers go on top of the piston, but they're kind of... Oh yes, you got to do them in the direction that you want the redstone to come out of, so... Not doing a sort of arse about face. Did I get rid of that cobblestone somewhere? I did. I'm using cobble here, just so I know it has to come out at some point. Okay, so again, so we need 17 more. Fun times. Again, it's cobble that we're struggling for. Which is still kind of insane that of all the things to be struggling for, that's it. Yes, I hope it doesn't make too much noise because it's going off fairly regularly, just with the two. Come on. Okay, so I think it's now time to sort of build some of our walls. So, fairly sure it's 4 high. Like so. We'll go over to our oak farm, although it's a little bit bare at the minute. Could do maybe expanding it a little bit to try and get some more saplings. Okay. Grab what saplings we can get. Well, there's got to be some wood in the middle of this big pocket. Although I did learn that in the latest Minecraft UHC, or Minecraft UHC, should I say, that hose, bitches, hose, are like the best way of. That's not what I thought it was. Nope, nearly fucked that up. So this actually mines the leaves instead of it being like silk touch like shears. So here we go. Here's one that's been a bugger. So to feed the tree, you must become the tree. Okay, but we've got saplings, which is what I wanted to make sure we got. Because the trouble is I wander away to go and do stuff. And the saplings end up all despawning, and we have nothing to repopulate the farm with, which no longer a problem. Although I do kind of wonder if we should have like 2 lines, and sort of you take from one while the other one grows, so you'll have less sort of trees growing into trees. That again, ladies and gents. That'll do. We'll sleep and come back. Believe our bees are ready for harvesting again, but don't need anything immediately. But that gas is getting more and more chance of going in the nether with the rest of them. A beautiful nether hub, which we very rarely see nowadays. Because it did feel like any tool I have to like make fancy, but I don't really need to. Some of them could have stayed netherrack for a while, especially the ones that are probably going to be least used and used up a load of material. You know, the ones where you're digging most of the way there and it's using up a pickaxe actually isn't as much of a problem as you might think. But when I'm having to use a lot of solid blocks to make sure I don't get, you know, hit by gas and sent into lava, not good. Right, we'll leave that too. Stuck in addiction. We'll leave them to grow. There must be another bit of wood in there somewhere. Let's do some more wood framing. And then we know sort of where we stand with it. How do I have these? Yep. Okay. Of course. Of course it must rain. What else should I have done? Wow, I used that. I used it all up. Okay, well we'll see if we can sleep this away. If not, I'll just go back to some more tree harvesting, I guess. I may actually make a diamond hoe. Is this a thunderstorm? No. Okay. You're still strong with that, are you? Whoops. Stone stuff we can go into now. Cobblestone, you can deal with that, I'm sure. Actually, might not be able to because I may have taken all of the cobblestone. Christ, Chester. I thought it's just hidden there. Right, what was I doing? Oh, hot hair over this racket. I was gonna get some diamonds. I'm gonna make an unbreaking diamond hoe. Of all things. I guess it also doesn't help that I keep taking random bits of fall damage, which will be eating away at my food. But I seem to constantly just eat and sleep. In real life too. But definitely in the game. I don't know if there's any hoe specific enchants, like I don't know, look of the farm or something. Efficiency 4. I kind of like the idea of efficiency 4 hoe. Please also have unbreaking, that's the main reason I'm here. Oh, I don't have the levels, have I really got a farm? Looting. Ouch, bugger. I don't think we're doing what I wanted to do somehow in this episode. Plus protection to breaking 2 copper leggings. Ooh. We can do that. If you don't, ooh, have you got fawns? Is that what that is? Squid like a bitch. So we've got stuff that's making infinity. 5. I suppose I've got a chance of making a really good axe, have I? Ooh, efficiency 4. want my efficiency 4 hoe. Wow, loads are just falling in. We need to make a sort of general mob farm at some point, so I can get like gunpowder for fireworks and stuff. Random weird collection of things. Come on, this is getting a bit boring. Let me enchant my hoe. Hello. Ah. I'm sure there was one with enchanted stuff on, the enchanted armour. So it's not come down. We can do this automatically, but I guess if ever I need dispensers, I have the what's it for that? Right, let me enchant my hoe. Fortune 3, efficiency 4. I don't know if I want a fortune on my hoe, because I want saplings, not apples. Is that how it will apply? I don't know, but this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever done. I think I've enchanted hoes as a joke before, but I actually wanted an unbreaking hoe. Still ready. Let's see just how ungodly fast this is. Please give me saplings as well as apples. One of the things, I hope it just drops a load of stuff, and I think it is doing. Wow, yeah, I think we're okay for saplings. Well, there are ways to do these, like some people do expansive piston setup to sort of combine all of the wood into a single block, and then you can just sort of, you know, with an insane axe and maybe haste, you can ride it super quick. I'm not sure there's anything fully automatic that doesn't involve like a wither shooting at it, which scares me slightly. It's definitely getting dark, and not just from the rain. Tree. I'll do loads of sticks, which don't necessarily matter because we're doing ladders and fancy gates. I'm going to sleep just because over there isn't the best lit up. I'd like things not to be exploded. Yeah, the ocelotl just sort of sits there. It's a little bit depressing, to be honest. Also, we have upgraded, I should say, to 121.11. Which, not sure exactly what that adds, but never mind. Sure. Let's finish off with the logs. Is this just this bit across, isn't it? By the looks of it. I could put a block here. That's the zombie. Because, yeah. We have that. We have that. Right, what I'm going to do, I need 8. Of these. Probably should have silk touched them out of the way, but never mind. So I need to decide what looks better for these. Let me silk touch these. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oh, shit. Too much shit. Nope. Oh, fuck. So, trying to decide what looks better on this back side. I think I prefer the wood. You've just got to be careful, of course, so you don't accidentally waterlog it like a pillock and then you chase after it for half an hour like I did the last time. Like, why has that done that this time? I don't get the new water physics in this game. So I think that looks better in the back, where we're going to have the mess of the item hoppers going down. There's probably a way that people are screaming at me to do it differently, where I don't have to use that. So the next question is, which looks better here? So I did last time, I did the bottom first. But then it breaks into something weird. Oh, I just don't know. I think I prefer the glass, and also I'm slightly concerned that obviously the fences are sticking to the fence gates here. So now we get to do that fight again. Oh, I just give up. I'm just going to do the full shebang. And then I'm going to do an extended version of that, but I don't know if I want to do... It'll be wood across the bottom and across, whoops. Across here. So now I don't know if I want it to be like that. I need to put in the other bits. Just going to see what it looks like. So I don't know what I like better. That, or whether I want to block on the sides. I think I prefer that, but hey, this can be some, what's it, some thingamajig, I forgot what it's called. Integration, not integration, some, whatever it's called. Let me know, do you prefer those two side bits being fence or wood? I'm also debating what to do about lighting. Should I do sort of decorative torches? feel like I should here. Oh, no. 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 At some point I will make scaffolding. Okay, so we put in some more glass. Just go back to the main base for that. There's some sleep power there. I have found a place to mine sand from. I couldn't remember if I had had a spot beforehand, but I've got one now. Oh, peaceful. I didn't know we've seen zombies. I'll tell you what. Just because it feels wrong to move on to another glass project without fully finishing off this one. Let's just... deal with that. So we'll head in here. I also didn't put torches in. Also of hard to reach areas, which I have done in the past. Let's finish that off. And then on the sides we do a baby zombie apparently. We do. Hey guy. Welcome to nursery, bitch. With fences. Also, I have said previously that I'm not the best at... Oh, fucking hell. Oh, have you fallen out of each other? Battle of the Ages. Fucking hell, can they calm down, spiders? This, I think, looks relatively natural. This sort of hole that I made, it was kind of half here already. Flattened a bit out here, which obviously looks a bit less natural, but we'll get there eventually. Let's sleep before we explode. We're actually at an hour already, which don't like going over much more than that. Boop. Yeah, I think we're kind of... Oh, hello. I almost wonder if that being taller would be better for there. But yeah, if you're not sure how this works up here, basically, at this point, we had some wood across here. Would you believe I have, like, precisely the correct amount? That's not right. No. I balls this up. It needs to go over the redstone. And again, this is why you should watch whatever his face's tutorial is, because he's clearly better at explaining it than me. Spop. So what you need now is fence gates, 3 high down the middle. I believe fence gates because they don't join together, I think is the idea, compared to fences that do and can cause weird and wonderful issues. And then you're basically filling in this top bit over the middle so you can start your next line of thingamabob. Also got to run water across all of these. And I'm sure in previous versions of the game they would have sorted themselves out and flowed, but no, they've dicked about with it. Is this that's beach things. I was like, are these two kinds of sand for some reason? No, you're just being a little bit texture blind. No. Okay, so looks good so far. Just because more than likely I'm going to do some more of this off camera in my spare time at the weekend. So we can sort of plod along and do. So you can see what I mean. We will use fence gates down the middle. We then put the water in. I believe you do it that way around because otherwise sort of fighting the water to put these in. Fence gates in, water in, which again, if you fight with the fence gates a little bit, never mind. Then you put in your, whatever this shit's called, kelp. And basically after that it's ready to go. You can move on to the next layer. I don't think I'll do too many more layers before I work on creating our sort of cooking equipment down here. But whereabouts are we? Oh, I don't want bloody that kind of stone. Stone racist. So no, that is actually how much kelp it has got so far. And that's only on, obviously, what we've got so far and how long, what, an hour? And we've got 2 stacks. So 4 stacks an hour. I don't know what like the golden ratio is or anything to get the... Because essentially what happens is dried kelp blocks are used to cook kelp into dried kelp, and then crafters craft the dried kelp into blocks of dried kelp. And then those blocks are used to heat more kelp into dried kelp, so it's sort of a self-efficient, or self-sufficient even, process. What I'll probably do is I'll probably finish this one, just to confirm that the stacking technique works, because we've got to finish the... do we not have any... We need to finish the stacking. Just sort of again, finish this one to finish the stack, to prove the stacking works, especially because this back bit is obviously going to be that new style with the fences and the hoppers. And then we'll have a go. As I say, I think it can be like 12 wide. This thing, you sort of tile it across. We'll just build one for now. I think again, as a proof of concept. And then, once that proof of concept works, and we've got this sort of half working, even if it isn't fully self-sufficient, and we've got to drop bits of wood or whatever just to get it fired up. Just trying to figure out what the hell's going on there. That's screaming for a trapdoor on the other side to cover that up. I'll tell you what, last thing to do, let's do something completely different. And now for something completely different. Is it like that? No. Nope. Nope. Okay. Ah! Whoops. Okay. So what I might be able to do is... Oh. Well. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. It's slightly scared the shit out of me, to be honest. At least I won't lose anything, in theory. Oops. I say I can't lose that sword. That's bad, really bad news for lose that sword. But now we've got it. So I really confused myself with that sand. Let's not use that sand again. This is so stupid. Try to do a small thing and just completely literally dicking it up. There we are, that's more like it. Not just sort of, oh. Why are you doing this? Yeah, we're going to have a fight, aren't we? Because you're knackering this up. Not that I really use this anymore. But still, come on, guy. Don't know why I'm doing that. I think it was a nice sort of quick escape. I thought that was a tree. And somehow the wood had turned into a tree, but no. Right, I'm going to leave it here now because this is far too long. But yeah, we'll continue this on. I will try and avoid, if I can, or at least I might build one, again, to sort of do the proof of concept in my head. Boop. Build one line of smelty boys, because I guess what I'm going to do is hop on one to the other and drag it down, I guess, for now. Could always set up two eventually. Maybe what I'll do is like, if this is the front and it goes backwards, I'll dig a hole that way for these. And this way can have a hole that way eventually, but for now I'll move it across. Also, I'm not exactly sure what's the best way of sort of moving these as a hopper, because obviously you do get hopper lag, but also I want it to be quiet. I don't want pistons clanging all the time. I already think I'm going to be annoyed with how much this goes off, but like when I built this, if you read all of the how to do this in like 121, people are using pistons and stuff to move chickens up and down, and I guess that makes it the most efficient. You don't lose anything. But I was so like, I don't want stuff clanging right next to my house. I sort of built it in the old way. So yeah, we probably are losing a few chickens here and there, but I mean, we're not struggling. We'll take some more. Thanks, Kel. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one. And hopefully I have some more levels and stuff. But yeah, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.